Hey everyone, and welcome to another video in the Master Data Management in SQL series. My name is Elric, and this will be the last video of quote-unquote day 3. I did a ton of work offline. I went into all of these procedures and I changed the way I commented them because this video is about the wiki. Now, I'm not going to be creating these processes, these procedures in this video. I just want to show you guys what I have done because live development produces errors. Just like when we are at work, things happen and it's very hard to communicate via YouTube because we can't overwrite videos. We have to create a new video and let the old one die off. So I went into all of these procedures and I changed the way I commented. Instead of just using two, I've actually created a sort of nest with these comments because I developed a way to export all of these comments into a file and put them on a wiki. I also went in and I changed my tables to views, not my insert statements yet, but I commented the best I could to give them like a step. And even at the very end, and this is the important part, if you guys have any errors, if you guys see something, say something, comment, be like, oh crap, this didn't work, or go to the wiki, because this will have my changes in here, and if I need to be more specific, then I will come in here and I'll be more specific for you guys, because I really want to share this knowledge. That is this adventure. I'm not selling anything. I'm selling myself. This is what I can do, but it's a very specific technique full of tons of amazing patterns and different thought processes, and that is what this series is about. I'm not a very good teacher. I can try my best, so I feel that if someone could watch me, then it would be a lot easier to try and explain how a sphere functions, because one object is related to so many more. So offline, I did a lot of fixing things and commenting them. And then let's see, I can do this one. So this is one of the wiki procedures I did for the procedures. I just kind of experimented on DokuWiki's playground and created a nice little format. Declared my variables. This is what I would need. I set my variables, so you can pause this if you would like to copy me, if you want to run your own DokuWiki thing at home or on some sort of platform. And then I just kind of went through and grabbed the information that I thought I wanted. Very important to use char 10 when you're dropping to create new lines. That's what DokuWiki recognizes, not char 13. And this was a really fun part. This was ripping the comments out. I originally used info schema routines, but info schema trimmed the definition coming back to like 8,000 characters, so I was not getting my full comments, so I wound up finding SQL modules so I could grab the definition from there. And this was the technique I used because char 10, char 13 is how SQL saves their scripts, or its scripts. I replaced char 13 with nchar 9999. This is the coolest character that I think you will never find in my code or anywhere. It is a pencil. So that is my technique. I used a pencil to replace I believe these are new lines and these are line feed and these are carriage returns, or vice versa. I forgot. Char 10, char 13. So I replaced those, and then I just used SQL string split function, splitting on the pencil to return me commented items. and I replaced the comment with a greater than sign, because if I were to wrap this in a code block on the wiki, it wouldn't allow me to do the accesses part, this part. It would just show that text. So using comments, I can actually click on this link now. And then after going through the comments, all I did was piece it all together and made sure to have my nulls so I'm not blanking out the string, and filled the rest in for my process. So that's my my procedure one. And for my dataset one, same kind of thing, where got my variables, got my formatting set up with my tokens, because that's how I like to do things. Went through and got the information I wanted. My data point cursor to get the actual data points, and I should have done this. So I'm gonna add this. Yeah, I'm gonna add that so it's in the correct order. And then for the data points, I just got the information I wanted. And because of the consistency in the system, I was able to say, hey, if you begin with sys, that means you're from another table. So if you weren't from the same table, like the primary key or the cleanse to primary key, I decided to link you to where you were supposed to be. So I'll show you that in a moment. And then the same thing went in reverse, where it's show me all the data sets, not me, where my name is kind of like their column. So the data point table has a sysref data set ID. So I know that's coming from the table ref data set. So I was able to do not only what depends on me, references, but what references me. So referenced by. And then last, put it all together and spit it out. And how I spit them out was through bulk copy program. Ooh, I won't bleep that out. And it's pretty simple. Go through all my processes that I had in my ref process table and pull all that information out. And BCP allows me to inject an ID and inject a text. So it creates a text file. So I will create the process. Just to show you how long it takes. So 21 seconds. It says 1197 rows, so that's probably divided by 7. About 171 procedures documented. And then due to consistency, I can just replace process with dataset, run it again. 7 rows. And come on. 15 seconds. 882, so that's 1, 2, 6, 126 tables. So I'm going to kind of freeze the screen right now, just cut away, and I'm going to push all these files that I saved. Here's what they come out as. Oh, it's very important that we, in this BCP, mark them as lower if you're going to use DocuWiki. It doesn't like the upper or camel cased items. So I marked them as lower, but I'm gonna freeze right here and push all these through FTP. All right, so everything transferred. And this will allow you to, let's say, some change management. I think it's system, nope, utility, data set, Bah. Ooh, I cannot use this template. That is too long. Let's see if I have Finder. Nope. Well, here's what the data set, what a table would look like. On the wiki, you know, what subject it belongs to, the description of the subject. I'll get the databases here shortly. This was a pretty long project figuring out all the little things that happen. But the class family type that it belongs to, so you clearly know it's a base. The history, the names, like the data points, where they're going to, who's referencing, because there's a dataset ID, reference by, and references. So if I go to dataset type, our dataset type is messed up, so that's something that I need to fix very shortly, and I will post. I'll probably go over in the beginning, hey, here's the things that I modified, go check them out on the wiki. Lets you know what everything is in that table. And then for I want a system one. Those are my change managements. Let me go back. I want my table finder. So let's see. And it likes lowercase, which is kind of a bummer, but bam. So this is the table finder. Stored procedure, what it's classified as. It looks like the parameters, actually there were no parameters here, so these parameters are empty. But then the specific way that I commented them allows me to give you this type of information. Begin the loop, this is what happens in the cursor, end loop, convert this list to JSON, and then begin a JSON loop. But most importantly, at the very bottom, I have the changes. So another date will appear with more changes, etc. And I think this is a really good tool. I don't know why this happened. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's right. That just looks weird. I thought it would actually cut off, so maybe I'll put another few like chars in there to actually make it cut off. But yeah, that is the wiki, and I hope this is a tool, and it can be a tool for anyone who is developing along or just wants to see what's going on. And if I'm just gonna go to a change management procedure. I haven't seen that. So this is the delete. Only has 2 parameters in. Same thing, goes to the functions, and the functions are documented. It's a function. Here's what happens in the function. It took me about an hour, 2 hours to create these 2 because it's a lot of thinking. What do I want to format it as? What do I want to do with it? But it looks like this is messed up. Awesome. So I can see a red link, and that's something like, hey, this is not working properly. I need to go back into my comment and fix that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy 30 seconds of file creation, about another minute of moving the data. So the last thing I will do every time I upload a day will be to build this wiki out and move my files forward onto my site. It's just elricsims.com and /docuwiki for access here. Everyone is disabled from editing. I apologize, but no. So thank you very much for the support so far. Thought I'd try to give a bigger project, a bigger idea onto with what is going on, some sort of tools that might be useful, at least that, I can't follow along with what you're doing, so I want to go to see the procedure and see what's actually happening. Well, you can do that just by, it's got to be in lowercase, but you can type the object you are wanting to figure out that's breaking or want more information on into the bar, and you're good to go. So I appreciate everything that's happened so far, and thank you all for those who have subscribed. And there's going to be a ton more of this. So have a great day, and hopefully you enjoyed day 3. Day 4, we'll just keep going down the rabbit hole. It's going to get crazier and crazier, but we are almost done with the system. We need functions created for all of our realm class family types. Same way that we created the process management. And I think then we can start getting into newer shapes like the domain and shared attribute, because we need the group table to start organizing data. And then we need a messaging system, so I don't have to spend hours offline trying to inject, proper error handling. So yeah, fun times ahead, and thank you again for watching. You guys have a great one.